Hello, and welcome back to Smart Martial Arts, the YouTube channel where we go over everything martial arts. We are going to ignore all of that for this video, and which is probably going to end up being the worst video I will ever make. Hopefully it's a decent video, just the idea of it's terrible. As you can probably tell, since we're in my kitchen, I'm going to be cooking. Also, the title says cooking, so you know what you signed up for. I'm not too excited, but also very excited for this. So what am I going to be cooking, you might ask? Great question. I will be cooking, the classic eggs over easy. We got 2, one's cracked, we'll go with it. And then I don't have toast, so we'll be using English muffins, which I took out of the freezer like, half an hour ago. So they're probably not going to actually toast. But yeah, obviously the first things first, you got to go ahead and set that, the pan to get hot. And then we go to this. Now, I'm weird whenever I do this kind of stuff, where I will make terrible sounds with this bag, so I probably should have done this earlier. But you have to deal with it now, and that's not my fault. But as I was saying, I do this a little strange, where I will just put whatever it is I'm toasting in there, and then when everything's all set, so I'll make everything end at the exact same time. Now, the real terrible decision with this video is obviously I could use my fingers, to tear this apart, because it is already the one that's kind of cut in half, but that wouldn't be any fun, and that's not, you're not here for boring, so obviously black belt, I know that there's something called a knife hand, so I think we're just going to go ahead and just use the knife hand. And honestly, that's probably the best looking split I've ever done, ever, and that is upsetting. I did not expect that. Now, so that goes in there, and we don't mess with it, and we wait for this. Now, it's getting up there because this pan is quality, and while we're doing that, obviously, for making breakfast at 9:30 at night, we have to complete it all with Great Value apple juice. This stuff is baller. I recommend this. So that goes right in there, and it makes a classic sound. And now, obviously, because we're gonna have to wait, a little bit, this is gonna go right in the fridge, so it's nice and warm for us. The freezer door, the fridge door is gonna hit the wall. Oh, why wouldn't it? Now, again, I could use the butter knife, but who needs a butter knife when you're a black belt? I don't have to do this way. No, I do. I do have to do it this way. I think I do. I think I deserve. Okay, well, I'm already here. I did wash my hands before this video. I don't know. Oh, I don't know where that went. Well, I need more. I don't know what that's going to do for me, really, in the long run here. But we'll go ahead and get off. Thank you. Go ahead and spread this around. Obviously, you got to do the old shake and bake here. Wow. So I am not a fan of having shit on my hands. Not literal shit, even though that would kind of suck too. But just in general, having anything on my hands is miserable. So I need to get this done and over with. And obviously, you can see just how crystal, clean that roll was. Now, however, I had a towel. It's gone. And that needs to get off of me right away. And now, we do the eggs. Now, we can't just do the eggs normally. So I have a pair of nunchucks, and we're going to figure out just how terrible this can go, and hopefully we don't burn the butter. Now, this is probably going to make a huge mess, and I do not want to do this, but we're going to do it anyway. It actually kind of works. Hold on now. Oh, miss it. Miss it again. Nope. Nope. I got it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Oh, boy. Oh, no. I shouldn't have done it this way. I should not have done it this way. Okay, well obviously that did not go the way we wanted it to, so we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and hold it in my hands, hopefully not absolutely destroy my hands when I'm doing this, which I already have. Hit it once. Nope. Bang. 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 Got it. Look at that. Just like we wanted it. And there's number 2. Just like that. Just the way the nunchucks were intended to be used. I think that's an obvious choice. I don't have a towel anymore. Well, hold on. Now that that's going and going pretty well, we can go ahead and add a camp mix, because that's it's the best, of all the worlds when it comes to seasoning. Seasoning, not sneezing. And we don't do that even at all because that's boring. And because it's going really fast, go ahead and turn those on. And I do have a spatula, as it turns out, for these eggs. Wow, this is going really quick. Oh boy. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to flip this with my hands for obvious reasons. Wow, this is actually going really well. Oh shit, I spoke too soon. Oh. There we go. That counts. We're going to roll with it. And then that just goes right there. And while we're waiting for that to happen, we do a little pickup. We can't be slobs here at Casa de Ian. I just wouldn't be professional. Come on. Alright, and now we wait a little bit. We're going to see how these go. Bring that closer. And now the beauty of this pan here is that it just comes right off. There's no fuss, no fight, except for that one. But even then, it just comes right off. And now, of course, because it's hot, little lesson for you here. You don't put a hot pan in there for whatever reason. You just don't. So you put that there to the side, away from the burner, and then of course, obviously safety first, you turn the burner off. And now we just wait for this. And while we're waiting, let's go ahead and let's talk about kicks. The basic thing that I want to just go over is that kicks are, it's a 4-step process for a kick. One of them, the first one being you want to chamber your kick. The second one is you want to throw your kick. The third one is you want to bring it back. You want to rechamber it. And then your 4th step is you bring it back down. Now the reason you want to follow those 4 steps is mainly those last 2 steps. Excuse me? Mainly, those last 2 steps are the most important one, other than, of course, actually throwing the kick. But those last 2 ones will give you the discipline of knowing where you're going to put your foot down. Where if you are throwing like a teep, let's say, and you throw it, and you don't do those steps, you're going to throw yourself forward. So you're going to go here, here, which maybe, it may not be where you want to go. And, you always want to be in charge of where your foot goes. Or, bad news for you, because you'll get punched directly in the face, and that's not where you want to get hit. Now, speaking of getting hit, it has nothing to do with this. These are now done. Oh, listen to that. And now, because, I'm me, we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to go for it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to absolutely just go for it, just like that. And now I forgot the most important thing. Peanut butter. Oh, man. There's nothing better than this, a little peanut butter. Now, I do not hate myself enough to use a knife hand for peanut butter. I'm sorry, you're not getting that. So I'm going to use the self-defense butter knife that is found at your local, I don't know, probably Walmart or wherever else. Listen to that sound. That's how you know you did it right. Let's listen to this really close. Oh yeah, that's pristine. But again, self-defense butter knife, not only does it keep you safe from harm, it also acts as a backup spreader of peanut butter on your English muffin. Oh shit. When you don't want to ruin your knife hand because you're going to a class and you're going to need it, but you don't want peanut butter residue on it. And here we go, are the fruits of my labor, and your labor for having to watch whatever the hell this ends up being. We have perfect over easy eggs with the perfect 2 English muffins. I mean, this is probably the best I've ever done ever. And then of course the complimentary great value apple juice. It doesn't get much better than this. I'm not going to edit this while absolutely going to destroy this because I haven't eaten in the last 3 hours. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe I'll come back and do this same type of thing again. And I'll make it more terrible for myself. But until then, thank you for watching and have a nice one.